Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you a bunch of tips and tricks that can make your raid runs faster and more fun in some cases. I'm using my raid runner build that is a little bit modified. I think I will do an updated video for it. Not much change from the original one if you are running it, so it'll be still absolutely fine. Now, of course, the turret. So the strategy is quite well known, but there is small improvement to it. Basically, if you have Dragon or the other weapon with chance to cripple target, this can take shields real fast and it can trigger the bullet shield and similar effect. So I just shoot a little bit of a heavy gun, switch back on to the Dragon. That's as much as I did before the turret even emerged. It's not hitting me, so unfortunately I cannot show the deflection. Now it's hitting me, so you can see a big chunk of the shield system that went down twice now. That was the effect triggering. Then for the finisher, it's the auto axe with pounders. Look at this damage. I don't really have any melee specs, no melee food, no stuff like that. The auto axe do the job itself. No special setup required, and sitting close to the middle, I can survive. It will not be possible after next patch, so after next patch, power armor frame method will be required. If you don't have weapons like that, what works good for the shield is any kind of ballistic weapon. That's the most important. It needs to be ballistic damage if you are shooting the shield to do a good damage. Limb damage helps too, but only if it's on the weapon. That's like the perks that help crippling do not work. So only effects from weapon do work. Now for the stage 2, minigun shredder or auto axe can cripple those ultra genetic mole miners that otherwise one-shot kill you, so you can use that to your advantage when running for canisters. And to optimize fully, okay, I will try to show you. See, it was crippled, so it will buy you a second or two when you need to pass close to it. And when you have a team to optimize, everyone should be running for the fuel, and only time when you are attacking those small miners is when you are running in or out. Auto axe additionally is a loud weapon, so that's a bonus. That helps even more because it attracts regular mole miners and they'll follow you a little bit outside of the main area and farther away from the drill, if you have problem with them focusing on the drill. This moment when they just running in here, I will just attack them when I'm delivering. There is no particular focus on the mole miners with exception if they walk down. Then I will go and kill them, because if they melee attack the drill, that may be the problem. Other than that, just run ahead and collect canisters. For the stage 3, the best strategy will be waiting until everyone takes one generator, so generator C, generator B, generator A. If those all 3 shield generators are covered, then you press the button. So we have 3 people at each generator signaling they're ready. Now we press the button, and that's the best stage for melee to shine. So as soon as it starts exiting, I'm attacking with melee. I'm being joined by the team. If everything will go smoothly, we can kill them all as soon as they spawn. My auto axe broke, but that's okay, quickly fixed. The goal is to try and kill them as soon as they spawn. We can split a little bit. There is a chance that Reaper bots will arrive and repair. Then you split again and everyone is taking one of the generators. And this way, this is a smooth progress. As you can see, these Reaper bots are already coming. They will fix something. If your action point is being drained by this guy with a grenade launcher, just use coffee. And as smooth as that, the stage 3 is completed. The only stage where melee is the best approach. Stage 4, before you enter, it's very important. If you are switching loadouts, do it here. A stage 5 loadout machine is back. So you need to switch here. Do not wait for stage 5. So that's the important note before you enter the stage 4 area. Stage 4, of course, are those immortal enemies that you need to kill by popping crystals. For popping crystals, any multi-projectile weapon will do great. So I have my laser rifle. That's multiple beams. And first is this guy. One of the strategies is to die early, so you don't make it harder for the person that is dealing with this guy. Less people to focus is actually better. So that's a valid strategy. Then the main strategy is just run away from this guy and hit crystals. This guy is supposed to be focused first and die first. It's the only one that's so annoying that can one-shot kill you and make your life harder. As well, the only one with very high health pool. The second on the list are Deathclaws, but not as high as this guy. So most of those small crystals, we are focusing on this Stoka, running around this crystal for a little bit. The reason for that, it's the only medium crystal. So you have lots of small crystals, one medium and two large crystals. I want to attract a little bit of these critters around the medium crystal because you need to kill a bunch of them before Deathclaws will spawn. And we need big crystals for the time when Deathclaws will be ready. So I will pop it now to kill those mobs that gathered around me. So you can see they die from one because it's more powerful crystal than other crystals. Now we are dragging him a little bit more. As you can see, it's already low. That's the best strategy to deal with this guy first. Usually on the way, other small critters are joining, so you don't really need to focus on them as much. The focus is on the big bad guy. And others are dying on the way. At this moment, I need to kill a little bit more of them. You can tell on the bottom of the screen there is this ultra genetic horde meter. It needs to be around halfway for you to spawn Deathclaws. Like, Deathclaws will not spawn if there is too many small critters. So I pop some extra crystals. Those critters go, and now I should be about right. So now it's half health on the horde. At this point, I just need to wait. How you can help yourself is making noise, like spinning auto axe or shooting, let's say, heavy gun to the floor. You cannot shoot those enemies, it will do nothing to them, but you can shoot vampire weapon for healing. So that's something you could do. You can heal yourself by shooting them. There is one Deathclaw. There is another one that needs to go towards me. Daniel will be helping here. We need all the Deathclaws under this big crystal. That's one of two big crystals. There are two of them on both sides. So we're getting both Deathclaws before popping the crystal. They need to be in this area. They cannot be there. That's too far. They need to be a little bit closer. The area of explosion from the big crystal is significant, but they need to be in here. Now, we hit both. We have second big crystal. Most of other enemies die from one big crystal, so we don't need to worry as much. Now we need to drag both of Deathclaws. Like you can see, they took 50% health for the second big crystal that will pop the rest of their health. And if we'll get lucky to get all the medium creatures with us, they will all die. There is a chance there will be a straggler behind that we will need to find. There are sometimes critters that will not get attracted even when you make noise. I'm firing this heavy gun only to make noise. That's the pure purpose of firing it. And they coming now in here. So now it's close enough. I can pop a big crystal. Okay, one reload. Someone help. Good. And by the meter, I can tell there is one straggler somewhere. So now we need to find where is the one enemy that is left. It's hiding somewhere in those side caves, most likely. Or here. Yeah, so I found it. We'll use those remaining crystals. We need just one more. I intentionally left some around all over the place when running with the Ultra Genetic Mole Miner, as you do need them sometimes for the remaining straggler. And now we have it. That was the last one. If your teammates refuse to follow you, then you will need for this stage 4, just follow them. It's very important you all stay together, or your teammates don't go in the way, hopefully die. That helps at stage 4. And finally, for the last stage, which is the snake, the best strategy is solid VATS weapon like this Gatling Plasma, aiming for the eye. If you have problem aiming for the eye, as it always opens with 0% hit chance, 4-leaf clover is the solution. So that will help you out, get the hit chance, plus concentrated fire. Now, when you start it, I like to sit a little bit off center of this island. I will pop some coffee too. We have some coffee. And target eye. See, starting with 0, but quickly goes up. And standing a little bit off center on this island. If the snake goes down, like sometimes it do this attack, I still can hit. If I would be too close, my hit chance will go to 0%, and we don't want to have 0%. Poison resist helps. If you have problem tanking its damage, poison resist definitely helps. There's lots of perks. I will probably discuss more the build and perks in the build video. And that's how fast it goes. You could go all-blooded in here to kill it even faster. It's not too much of a difference, as it's already fast if everyone aims for the eye, not just head, for the eye. Conductor's drop, that's not bad. That's a solid drop. So here you go. The best tips to run smoothly through the raid.